Hello and welcome back to my channel. I wanted to share a story today about how Czech people dry their clothes. So one funny thing we learned about Czechs when we visited Prague last winter was the old-fashioned way that Czech people dry their clothes. Since each house we visited does have a modern washing machine, you'd think that they would have caught on to having and using a dryer as well, especially in Prague, right? Such a big city. But instead of having a dryer, Czech people hang their wet clothes on large drying racks near a heater somewhere in their home. And while they hang their outerwear on these racks, they hang small and delicate pieces such as socks, bras, and underwear, usually on the large towel warmers that they have in the bathroom. So it's quite likely that if you show up to a Czech person's home unexpectedly, you just might find all of their clothes hanging around the house. And if you visit the bathroom, socks and underwear here and there. And no one really makes a fuss about this because everyone does it. In the countryside, on nice sunny days, people still hang their clothes outside on a clothesline and bring them in at the end of the day. It's funny because there you will see the huge feather-stuffed down pillows and down-filled comforters all airing out. Spending 3 months in the Czech Republic without a dryer in the winter was actually one of the most quite humbling experiences that we had. You never realize how much you love warm, soft clothing straight out of a dryer until you've worn jeans that have been hanging on a rack for a couple of days. They come off feeling cold and stiff, and they're still damp at the seams. Of course, you don't realize this until you're outside and it's 36 degrees and the wind blows. The problem is with these racks is that everything takes a long time to dry because if you do an entire load of laundry, the racks are crowded. I'm not sure if they would dry any quicker if they were less crowded. Perhaps if they devised something where the clothing would be moving. I don't know. But it's wintertime, right? So you have sweaters, sweatshirts, slacks, jeans, all of these things. And it takes forever to dry. I have to say, one thing I missed most was our trusty dryer and the softness of either fabric softener or the smell of the dryer sheets. And speaking of the dryer sheets, not only do they make your clothes soft and smell nice, they stop static cling. So, it wasn't our clothes in Prague feeling hard as a rock and chilly and wet at the seams. They actually stuck to us in ways they never had before, and we were constantly shocking ourselves from all of the static. To be fair, I'm sure that some places do have dryers, perhaps some more modern apartments and such. But thankfully, we found a dry cleaner who offered and had a wash, dry, and fold service right in the heart of the city. We thought we had hit the jackpot. Of course, it was the last week that we found this place. I wish we would have investigated the prospect a bit sooner. And when we told our Czech friends, running to them as though, some miracle had occurred, they looked at us like we were crazy. Why on earth would we want to waste money on such a ridiculous service when it's perfectly normal to dry the clothes on the rack, they said. So we went from feeling like we hit the jackpot to being the crackpots in less than a minute and realized that for many Czechs, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Maybe that's the reason that most Czechs still use the system that I've just described. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this. And I'll see you in the next video. Also, if you like Czech